Today I'm going to make the prawn puri from my book, The Curry Guy Bible. This is so easy, delicious. Let's give it a go. Right then, so if you want to make prawn puri, you need to make puris as well, and I've got a video for that as well. However, if you don't want to make the puris, you could just use a chapati. Fry up some chapati in some oil. It'll puff up slightly. It won't look like a puri, but it'll taste very good, and you can use that instead. Today, I'm going to make the gravy and the curry house style gravy and the curry house prawn curry that goes with the puris for a prawn puri. And I'm also going to show you how to know when your prawns, here's your little prawns there, when they're cooked, and because you don't want to overcook them. That's something that a lot of restaurants do, maybe because they're busy, maybe just because they don't know. But I'm going to show you how to make sure the prawns are never overcooked and rubbery. They're going to be perfect every single time. So let's go ahead and add a little bit of oil to this pan. And I've got all my ingredients over here ready to go. I recommend you do the same thing. It just makes things a lot easier when you start cooking. And this is a fast one. This is going to cook in about 10 minutes, so you don't want to go looking for things. You want to have everything ready. Got my base sauce there. All the these are just pretty standard ingredients. It's nothing complicated. So start out by adding a couple of whole spices. This is a cinnamon stick, and I got some star anise. And I'm just going to let that infuse into that oil. We're blooming these spices into the oil, and that's going to take about a minute. As soon as you start seeing it bubbling away, you know that the oil's doing its thing. It's getting those flavors out of the whole spices, and those whole spices will continue to flavor the curry as it cooks as well. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and add about half an onion or so. I'm also going to add a little bit of salt at this point, which is kind of seasoning the curry, but seasoning comes later. What this is doing is it's going to be getting the moisture, the excess moisture out of those onions. It's going to help them cook a little bit faster. We want to just kind of let those onions cook for about 5 minutes or so. We're just softening them a bit. More bolder curries, like a lamb curry, something like that, you can let the onions fry for a good 10 to 15 minutes. But in something like this, 5 minutes should do the job. So then, I've got some spices here, which I'm going to be adding very soon, which is, like I say, this is a simple curry. It's just some cumin and some chili powder, and also this garlic and ginger paste, which is going to go in. Right, so with the onions all nicely softened and translucent, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of garlic and ginger paste, about a tablespoon. And I'm just going to rub that into the onions, along with a few chilies. You can leave the chilies out if you like, if you don't like it really spicy. I like mine a bit spicy. We're just gonna, those are some finger chilies. Now I'm gonna add the spices, and as soon as I do that, the pan is gonna start looking a bit dry. So we're just gonna toast those spices just for about a few seconds in with those onions before adding some passata. And that's just gonna really almost deglaze the pan from those spices so they don't burn. Looking very good. But this is my key now to start adding base sauce. And the rule with base sauce is you add it a little bit at a time. If your curry is looking dry, you can add some more. If you happen to have added way too much, cook it down, make it a little bit thicker. That's looking really nice now. Add a little bit more just so I can demonstrate how to cook the prawns. Because I'm using quite small prawns here, they're not that big, I'm just going to add 1 prawn to the curry so you can see what an overcooked prawn looks like as we're doing everything else. So I'm just going to add it now. If I were cooking with larger prawns, I would probably add them now anyway. Because these are quite small prawns, I don't want to add them to the sauce this soon because they will overcook very quickly. Prawns cooking away in there. A little bit more base. That up to the side a bit. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, because I don't want my prawns to overcook, I'm going to go ahead and add some of these quartered tomatoes to the sauce. Remember, if you're adding larger prawns, you're probably okay adding them a little bit earlier. But I just want these tomatoes to kind of cook right through. I want them to still hold their shape though. This is looking like an overcooked prawn now. Looking exactly like I wanted to. Keep that cooking. Okay, so now I'm going to add the rest of these prawns now. And they're going to just sit there and simmer until they're cooked through. And I'll show you what that looks like. Let's see what this is looking like now. Yeah, that's looking all right. That's good. Okay, so I'm going to put that up to the side now. I'm going to add the rest of these prawns. We're just going to start stirring those in. I'll take this other little prawn out. There we are. And one thing that will really ruin any prawn curry is when you overcook them, because the prawns become rubbery and tough. Nobody wants that. Oops, I forgot one there. There we are. No one wants to eat that. And it's understandable that would happen at busy restaurants. But when you're cooking this at home, it shouldn't happen. Okay, I want a little bit more base. Prawns only take a couple minutes to cook. Okay, that's looking perfect. That is about done now. I'm going to add just a little bit of lemon juice. I might add some more at the end of cooking. A little bit of lemon juice just to give it a nice tart hit. Take this little guy out. Top this with some kasuri methi, just by rubbing it between my fingers over the top, and a nice hit of coriander, and of course salt, a little bit of salt just to taste. I can pretty much take this off the heat now. Now then, what we have here, I'll show this as best I can, is an overcooked prawn. When prawns are overcooked, they look like that. They're round. They just contract and become round and tough, hard. A perfectly cooked prawn should be like this, a C. It should be a C, and not completely round at all, but just a C shape. So that is what you're looking for when you're making any kind of prawn curry. I want these prawns to be cooked through, but just cooked through. Not raw, but also not tight and round like that. That's rubber. Let's give this a try. That is perfect. You know what it needs though? A little bit of homemade garam masala. I've got a recipe for that on the blog and also on this channel as well. Those warming spices will just bring it up about 2 or 3 levels. That's it. Perfectly cooked prawns, perfectly spiced curry. Now let's see what it looks like served up over some puris. Prawn puri has to be one of the most popular starter recipes at curry houses around the UK. You'll love it, and you can make it at home quite easily. Make the prawn curry, make the puris, or use some chapatis, and you'll be very happy. Give this one a try soon.